I know I'm a type 4 through a deep sense of feeling different from other people. It sort of automatically strikes me that way in almost any circle that I enter. And that usually is a negative perception of not belonging. And so that sense of somehow missing something that would make me belong is really significant to me. And that leads me to oftentimes think comparatively, to compare myself with other people. So that whole way of seeing the world comparatively, wanting to kind of fit in but feeling different is pretty fundamental to the way I see the outside world. Melancholy was much more of a framework and familiar place for me in my earlier life, like in my 20s. It's like fall was my favorite season. The end of the day. I mean, it just was a familiar environment for me to the melancholic perspective. I can easily go there. I feel like over time I've become much less that way, much more positive. I do feel like I'm grateful for my roots in that way because it does allow me to actually connect pretty well with people who struggle with sadness or people who are in a season of sadness or sadness of any form. It's not threatening to me. I can meet people there quite easily. And I can also see the danger of kind of setting up shop there because I've done that before. So yeah, I'm quite, in some sense, at home, but I've kind of moved out from that home to some degree, and I feel thankful for that, but I'm glad that I'm familiar with that territory.
I actually had typed myself as a 2 originally, and in further explanation and spending time with it, I realized I'm not that kind of nice, that I am kind and nice to people, but there is more of a self-reflection, and I do have a lot of yearning within me. I have a very keen sense of beauty, and that's in the outside world, in things that are darker and heavier, just a wide expanse. And then expression is extremely important to me. Authenticity is also very important to me because self-expression can come out in my wardrobe and in the area that I live, my house, the things around me. It is probably a number 1 part of my type.
When I started reading about the Enneagram, I didn't even want to be a 4 because I didn't connect completely to always being sad and melancholy. Although the more that I've learned, I recognize that that's because I actually feel like connected to sadness in a way that it's not a bad thing. It actually connects me to my heart. So I really relate with my other 4 family when we're talking about needing this sense of being met authentically and not really feeling complete without the other.